What's up, everybody? Hope this video finds everybody doing well. As you can see, we are back up at the up north property, the Little Creek Cottage as I call it. Just had to do a little walk around and see how wet the ground was. Last time we were up here it was pretty wet out and the tractors were digging into the ground pretty bad, so didn't want to do much with the tractors last time. If you didn't see that video, I'll try to put a link down in the description. So today we're going to try to get that little area that I just walked through. I'm going to try running the tractor through that and see if it'll cut up some of that brush. We're going to head out back and get some of the brush that we've already cut down. We're going to get that stacked up and ready to burn what we have to. And then I ordered a little chipper, electric chipper, that I'm kind of skeptical about. So we're going to try using that. If that doesn't work, then we'll just get rid of it and buy a gas one. I probably should have bought a gas one to begin with, but I'm cheap, so I didn't. Anyways, let's get over to the garage and get the tractors checked out before we get them started. Check the oil, the fluids on them. We might check the mouse traps, see if there's any field mice, and then head out back and get to work. So as you can see, we got Gertie. I call the tractor Gertie. We got Gertie's fluids checked, oil level checked, the gasoline's full. Got the mice traps checked. Decided not to bring you along for that just because there was nothing in them. And I want to get out here and get some stuff done and not waste this whole day. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get on the tractor and buzz through some of this brush. Hopefully this tractor will be able to do as good as the last one. Considering it's quite a bit bigger, it should. So as you can see, that lawnmower will do a lot more than what you think it will. Actually, that one does a whole lot better than the little LT1000 that I used. I know that's not what it's meant for, but that's kind of the reason for my videos. Just wanted to show everybody that things can be done on a budget. It just takes a little extra effort and some persistence. So for now, we're going to head out back and start working on out there. I don't know how much brush cutting we're going to get done with the lawnmower out there because it's probably pretty wet. We are going to gather up the brush that we did a couple of weeks ago, get that moved over towards the fire pit, and possibly do some other brush cutting with the weed whacker and brush blade. So let's get heading over there and we'll see you when we get there. So this is the area we kind of want to get cleaned up today. At least get everything put over by the fire pit. Like I said earlier, we did order a little electric shredder / chipper for some of the smaller stuff. Some of the larger items obviously we're going to have to burn, but a lot of these little saplings and that should be able to go through the electric shredder. It's supposed to take up to 1.7 inches, so I'm hoping it works. If it doesn't, we'll get rid of it and go buy a gas one, kind of like I'm thinking I probably should have in the first place, but I didn't because I'm cheap. So anyways, we'll go ahead and get all this all cleaned up, and then maybe we'll get some of that brush back there cut down and get the weed whacker with the brush blade on it and start trimming on this stuff here. So I'd like to get all this down before the end of the year and before the leaves really start coming out on everything, because once that happens, then it'll make it even harder. Just a little note to self: don't forget your gloves in the truck when you're messing with the pine trees. My hands are pretty sticky already. Boy, let me tell you, I'm winded already and haven't even hardly started. Anyways, hope most of this stuff, by the looks of it, a lot of it's less than an inch, so a lot of it should mulch up. So we plan on using all the wood chips to fill some of the holes, especially down the trail where we come back here. Because obviously it's getting pretty beat up and pretty muddy from taking the tractors back and forth. So we're going to dump a lot of the mulch over there. And what we don't use for that, there are several ruts back here in this area that we can use it for, and it'll eventually break down and go into compost. And if we find we don't have a need for it up here, then we will just put it in a pile somewhere and use it for garden mulch eventually, either next year or the year after. So let me get the rest of this cleaned up, and then maybe we'll start working on getting that brush over there cleaned, or at least down. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it cleaned up today, but we'll get some of it mowed down and film some of that as well. Well, everyone, I didn't get as far as I wanted to, but then of course I never do. Let me turn you guys around here. I'll show you what we did get done, and then I'll explain why we're wrapping it up for the day. So we did get all the brush cleaned up that we cut a couple weeks ago. As you can see, I've got it all taken out of there and mulched up what I couldn't pick up. Did also manage to get the pine tree all cleaned up, and as you can see, it is the only tree that really was back here. The rest of it is all saplings and just brush. So if you look over there, I was able to get it all stacked up nice and neatly. Excuse me. And so I've got to get packed up and get on the road, because I don't know if you can tell through those pine trees over there, it is getting very dark. The weatherman is calling for rain today, and they did say mid-afternoon. It's about a little after 2 o'clock right now, I do believe. And it looks like we're going to get some showers. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I appreciate everybody watching. We're going to have, I'm be coming up here again next week, so we'll probably do some more brush cutting. We're going to get this area over here, get all this, try to get some of this knocked down. And again, I'll probably have a electric chipper shredder, and we're going to try that out and see if that's going to be good for what we need for here, if we need to go ahead and buy a bigger one. Really don't want to spend no more money, but I guess that's sometimes what you got to do. So let me get up to the garage here, get everything packed up, get up to the garage and get the truck packed up, and I got a 2-hour drive home. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.